Hey Pisces, Allison here with your May 2019 General Tarot reading. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the information that you need to do that is in the description box below. Please like, subscribe, or comment below the video as well. I hope you guys are having a great new moon in Taurus that is happening tonight. It's a pretty bountiful time for setting new intentions, as always. I hope you guys have had a good month of April and that it came to a close on a good note, on a positive note, on a refreshing note. I meditated on the cards before your reading today, and what I was feeling was that you're feeling a sense of newness coming in, a sense of possibility in a new way. I think that it's in the area of your potential. I'm feeling like you guys have seen a new aspect of yourself that you're working on integrating into the everyday. I think that there is a problem that you've been looking for a solution to, and I think that you've just kind of stumbled upon the beginnings of the solution for that. Cards. All right. I think that you are coming out of a transformational experience. You are using your power of your mind and your intellect to give yourself a leg up on other people who might be in the same field as you. It might feel unnatural for you to an extent because you're so feeling based and you're so emotional. I think that using your intellect and your power of strategy doesn't necessarily feel the most comfortable for you. But there is a spectrum within using your intellect, and there's a spectrum within using your strategic mind that allows for you to incorporate your feeling nature. I think that there is, as far as your financial area goes, I do see a financial influx, but it's not based on anything that you're doing currently. It's based off of what you have been doing. Now, if you haven't been doing anything to build up your financial abundance, you may feel this as a lack right now. You may feel a personal hit financially. I think that you've gone through a significant hardship that has had to do with love. I think that you're kind of licking your wounds in a way, as far as dealing with some betrayal, emotional betrayal. And you're in an in-between stage right now with love, where you are knowing that the glass is half full, but you're also just as much aware that the glass is half empty. So you're kind of sitting in between this positive outlook and this sadness. I think that there is an area that you could work on that may help you through that transitory stage in love, which is allowing yourself to receive. It's working with the divine feminine trait of receiving and allowing. And I was actually messaging somebody today, something about, about that stillness. And we always think that being productive is, it's doing, that we have to constantly be in a state of doing in order to get what we think we need. Whereas sometimes, which is an inherently masculine trait, to go and do and, be doing all the time. But the feminine, the divine feminine trait of allowing and receiving is just as much of an action as the doing would be. So I think right now, what would be helpful for you would be to look into the art of receiving and to allow yourself to not be doing as much. That's going to help you get through this love loss, or this abandonment in the emotional sphere that you are kind of in right now. It's not a time to move ahead. The Chariot in reverse suggests that it's not a time to grab the reins and control the situation and steam, go full steam ahead. It's the time of the Nine of Cups in reverse. It's allowing yourself to receive in all these cups. And this had popped up in actually Capricorn's April video, where it was also in reverse, and I had suggested, have you ever tried to fill up an upside down cup? It's just, you can't do it. It's not possible. These containers wouldn't be able to hold it if it's in reverse, right? So what you're doing by practicing and allowing for the divine feminine art of receiving is you're turning it around so that you can receive and have all of your bowls filled, or all of your cups filled. So it is not the time to go full steam ahead. It is the time to receive. And in receiving, you're actually inviting more abundance in. And I know that seems counterintuitive, but that's actually what's happening. We've got the King of Cups here as well. And the King of Cups for me, he's depicted in this card. He's like a lawyer. I don't know why I just see him as a lawyer. So I see the King of Cups as an authority of this emotional receiving. And I think that there is a possibility, once you start working with the divine feminine trait of receiving, that you may become an authority in this field. Or at the very least, there's a lot for you to gain from that you'll in turn be able to share with others and teach others. I know that Pisces is a very good teacher because you're very sensitive to and compassionate to other people, and you're very careful with their pains and their struggles. And I think that you would be a good counselor, or you may be finding yourself in the position of counseling somebody shortly after you fill your bowls or your cups a bit more. I think that there is a bit of clarity that you've gained in this past month that has to do with the way that you perceive something. I think that it's hard sometimes for Pisces with so much emotion to engage your intellectual side in order to bring forth a clear vision of what you want, because Pisces are known to be dreamers and beautiful idea makers, and it's hard sometimes with that aspect to merge it with the intellect and actually bring it into the material plane. But I'm seeing that you're able to do that, and I think it has something to do with that divine feminine art of receiving. I'm going to clarify with the Aquarian deck the Ace of Swords and see if I can get a better read on exactly what's happening in that area. for you? I'm going to see what that clarity is. Yeah, the clarity has come from hitting a bottom. The clarity has come from being in emotional pain, being in a lot of emotional pain, but the emotional pain was manifesting in racing thoughts, in anxiety, in a potential backstabbing, in a deception, in just a total heartbreak, just feeling, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just feeling like you were shot through with swords, in your system, but it wasn't for no reason. It happened because it was supposed to teach you the power of gaining mastery over your thoughts. Gaining mastery over the addictive cycles in your life. And in particular, I think that these addictive cycles are addictions to negative thought patterns, addictions to fear, addictions to self-conscious, self-negating, self-abusive thoughts. I mean, thoughts that told you, I'm not a strong woman. I am not, or man. I'm not a strong woman or man. But specifically, this is the area of the feminine. This is the area of receiving. And, it's all these negative thoughts telling you that you're not worthy enough to receive. And a lot of those things manifest as these, warped thoughts in our minds, when really underneath all of it, it's just a feeling that we don't feel like we deserve this abundance. We don't feel like we deserve to receive love or praise or recognition. But that's very much not the truth. It's just the mental addiction of doubt, of self-doubt. I hope that you are allowing yourself to slow down, are allowing yourself to ease up on yourself and your mind, and allowing yourself to remember that you are worthy and you are deserving of love and abundance. And you can bring your thoughts into reality, whether positive or negative, and you also have the ability to bring your visions into the material plane. I'm wishing the best for you guys this month of May, and I will see you in June. Take care, Pisces.